Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cakeman Entertainment, and today I'm going to do a spoiler-filled review for Doctor Strange 2, The Multiverse of Madness. So I've already done a spoiler-free review, so you can check that out. The link is above and also in the description. I won't lie, I expected it to be better than it was, with Sam Raimi under the helm as well. There was a lot of horror aspects, which you could tell is definitely Sam Raimi-esque. This was the most gruesome Marvel movie, which I talked about in my spoiler-free review. This movie was so gruesome. Heads being chopped off, bodies being chopped in half, people dying left, right, and center, that Illuminati scene. I didn't have an issue with those scenes, but I had an issue with the fact that Wanda was doing that, because when we left Wanda in WandaVision, she was not like at this point in her character, right? She was, we saw a little sneak peek of her reading the book, but how she could have fallen so far so quickly, just like she killed like a lot of people. It was a large body count for her in this movie. And the fact that our Wanda did that felt quite out of character for me. It didn't really make sense. And the action scenes were really well made. The horror sort of stuff. I love that scene where she's chasing them through that water tunnel or whatever it is, and he's like running like a zombie. And that's also the trailer deception that I was talking about in my spoiler-free review, where they sort of deceived us by making us think that the zombies were in it from What If, but it wasn't. It was just her actually running as a zombie because she's a bit injured from her fight with Captain Marvel. I loved wasn't zombie Doctor Strange, it was one of the Doctor Stranges that died, but that Strange using that Doctor Strange's dead body. The makeup around his face looked amazing. It was really well done. America Chavez was a really good addition to the MCU. I liked her character. She had decent character development through the film. Also, that scene between the Doctor Strange and what we thought was the What If Doctor Strange, but it's not. That music battle that they had is pretty sick, creative way of fighting a battle. And I enjoyed Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda. Look, she did a really good job with what she had. Of course, I think her turn to just killing people so quickly I didn't really buy it, but her portrayal was good with what she had. I enjoyed what she did, and the emotion, especially around that scene at the end where she realizes how bad she's become and her other self sort of helps her with that. Benedict Cumberbatch was very good as Doctor Strange. He killed it in the role again. But look, again, as I talked about in my spoiler-free review, I didn't think they used his acting skills as much as they could have. A lot of the Doctor Stranges molded, like they were quite similar. They looked different, but they talked quite similar. Their attitudes were similar. If I go through my last probably positive is that, oh my god, Reed Richards, John Krasinski, that's a dream come true for me. That's the cameo that I was talking about. That cameo was amazing to see that it's finally come out to be true. So many people have been fan casting him for years and years now, and I was one of those people, and to see it come on the big screen, Marvel again, they really know what they're doing. I think they just chucked that snippet in there to see what the reaction was like, and I'm sure the reaction for that will be very positive, so he'll definitely show up in some time in the future. That Inhuman member of the Illuminati, I forgot his name, but he was pretty sick. The way he died, well, that was bloody brutal. Yeah, to me, just in general, like if I move on to the cons, the movie just felt a bit rushed. It was 2 hours long, which I was already a bit worried about. I thought it should have been at least 2.5 hours long, and I wasn't wrong. I believe it, well, in my opinion, I believe it should have been 2.5 hours long, added more story in there to make the action scenes make more sense. And again, the Wanda thing, I just could not believe the Wanda fell so far. That it didn't pass for me. It might have passed for some of you guys, but I couldn't. There was also a lot of like plot armor things that happened. For example, when when Doctor Strange is fighting Mordor and then he just parkours out of there. I'm wondering, why can't Mordor parkour out of there when they both didn't have powers because of the bracelet? It's sort of like he just stayed down there in that little alley. I was sort of confused why he just sat there. I really hated how they deceptively showed us that What If Doctor Strange, or who we thought was the What If Doctor Strange, but confirm with me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't him. That was definitely a different one, because there was no monsters or stuff, him using his extra powers. That was like another one that did a similar sort of thing but wasn't as powerful, and he got beaten. If that was the What If Doctor Strange, I'm really disappointed, because our What If Doctor Strange should have beaten our Doctor Strange. I would have really loved to see him, and I feel like Benedict Cumberbatch would have killed it as that What If Doctor Strange, like he did in the What If show, but we didn't get to see him. We didn't get to see the zombies. That was I didn't mind not seeing the zombies. The zombie things that they did, the zombie elements that they played into this movie were already pretty good. I felt like for me, without the cameos, the Illuminati scene, this movie probably fell a bit short. And I feel like that is sort of fan service when you need the cameos to help the movie improve, which is something that No Way Home did really well. Like, they provide a fan service, of course, by bringing back Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, but they were actually intricate to the story and character development of the main character, which is really important. While here, they didn't really add to the character development. They were literally just there to get their heads chopped off from Wanda, just to show how strong Wanda is. Overall, for me, it was a good movie, but not a great movie. There was a lot of plot holes if you look past the base level of the story. A lot of things didn't fully make sense. The movie had some really cool creative ideas, but they weren't executed as well as they could have been, which made it a disposable movie for me. I really hope you guys enjoyed the movie more than I did. I was left a bit disappointed because I expected more as the MCU have built up their reputation to provide very good movies, and also because we've gotten some really good content of recent with Moon Knight and with No Way Home, which were both exceptional show and an exceptional movie. I feel this movie will be quite divisive. I think some people really love it, especially the horror parts of it, but I definitely feel some people will hate this movie. I know some people in my own cinema were like, oh, that was very crap movie, very underwhelming. I just heard them like commenting behind me, in front of me, that was mid. I'm sure a lot of you know what that is. It didn't get the best reaction as No Way Home did, with clapping from the whole audience. There wasn't a single clap in my cinema. But again, that doesn't mean it was a bad movie. It was still a good movie, but not a great movie. So for me, rating wise, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10 for me. Yes, I'd say 6.5 out of 10. So yeah, it wasn't the best, but it's still okay movie. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this movie. I'm really interested to see if a lot of you liked it or a lot of you hated it. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.